Well, just coming in for the first check up here, and it rained and it got cold. And hopefully things moved. But yeah, the sign looked great. If everything wasn't holed up from the approaching storm, then I've got some catches today. I did bring in some 330s and some to put in some den sets I found, and our den locations I found. But let me get the morning started. It's a little bit later than I wanted. I think it's a little after 8 o'clock. But I'm gonna get down through here and check the sets. I'm getting to set number 1, and trap's not in its bed, but I'm gonna run out here and see if it's on the bottom. I didn't see it just paddling by it, but it may be a miss. It may just be slid down the cable, and I just didn't see the beaver. So we'll find out in a minute. Well, I'm on the board on the first set. He had so much silt, covering him up down there from what he'd kicked up making a blowhole that I couldn't see him on the bottom. But I'll get him pulled in and we'll take a much better look here in a minute. But first set, first catch. Nice beaver. Just a good 2-year-old, or a little bit older 2-year-old, but I'm going to get up here and get this set remade because they're just going to keep on until these beaver are caught. Won't take but a few days. So get this stored behind me and move down. Getting to set number 2 is going to be catch number 2. I had these caster mounds set up, and yeah, it's just something about a raccoon and a caster mound. Don't know what it is, but I'm gonna have to get this little feller pulled out. He's going home with me. He's not very big, but I'm putting them all up anyway, and we'll get this set remade. But that's set 1 beaver, set 2 raccoon, and this raccoon looks black. We'll find out in a minute. I don't know if that one qualifies as what they call a fisher coon or not, but he is jet black. Interesting. Jet black, and don't even hardly have any rings. Almost no, well, basically no rings at all on his tail. Just a jet black raccoon. Weird. I mean, you can see what I see, that there's no rings on the tail. But interesting. I get the set remade. Getting to set number 3 that I said, I have a little pond right over that levee. I had the trap bedded right here. I do not see the trap where I put it. I had the trap bedded right in here. I'll go out and pull the stake, see if I got it. But this is set number 3. I did find a den right around the corner from here. I'm gonna go put a 330 in also. This place just looks promising for both otter and beaver, so hopefully we've held on to the catch. We'll find out in a minute. Well, swing and a miss. I'll get that set remade up here. Relured, because it did rain. It rained hard last night, and I'm going to move right around here and set a 330 in that den hole. So if I snapped it and it's living in that den, next time it comes out of that den, he's going to stick his head in some trouble. I'll get this set remade and move down. I was paddling around here looking for caster mounds and everything yesterday. I thought, I'm looking at all this white sand on the bottom looking for it. As you can see, the run going right into the bank. We'll be putting a 330 right in here in the run. And let's see if we can't catch something right there. Good looking run. Hard sandy bottom, no silt. Should be, it looked a little narrow. I almost brought a 8x8 colony trap put in it, but I'm thinking it still might be a beaver, just a 2-year-old. I want to set the 330 in it, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. Right there, I hope you can see it. There's the Look at the 8 stand right there and the 330 on the bottom coming out of that run. I'm just looking right up into here. Holly bush. Looks like I might have found another run right here. I'm gonna find out in a minute. Poke around with a boat paddle and see if that's what that is. Getting down to that big wide slide I found yesterday. I had a slide set right here with the caster lure thrown up on the slide to get some attention. I see my stake back here is kind of crooked. I'm gonna go out here and pull it up and see if I've held on to it. But so far, everything's had attention. So let's see if we've held on to this one. Swing and a miss. Trap number 2. These misses get a hold after a while. That should have been a catch. But I'll get it reset. Hopefully we got him down below this one. I'm just down to the next caster mound. I mean, I had that swing and a miss right on the other side of this. I had this one bedded out in front of this. And not finding the trap yet, but I'll go out here and pull it up. Maybe we've redeemed ourselves. But I'll go up here and pull the stake and find out. Beaver number 2 of the morning. So another, oh, that's a dark beaver, but it's another 2-year-old in that 35, 36 pound range probably. I get hit him out of the trap, get him stored, and get the set remade and keep moving down. Still not bad. He's been a whole lot of sets activity hit last night, and we still got some good stuff ahead, so we'll see how that plays out. I finally got to a set that had no action on it. It's still sitting right where I bedded the trap, and I'm going to keep moving down. It does look like if I have to guess what I'm going to catch here, I'm going to say this is probably a nutria. Just guessing. Yeah, this looks like a nutria location right here. All this grass and vegetation. Float-on. Yeah, there's 50, 60 feet of this vegetation out here before you get to the bank. I'm saying it's probably a nutria going to be, if I do make a catch here in the next day or two, it's going to probably be a nutria. Right there is that big double mound that I got out, and oh, I swore they'd have been a catch there today. Nada. It's still bedded where I put it. I can see it from here. I think I've got something floating down at the next set. I can see it, and I'm going to get down over there and get that checked. But usually if it's out there floating like that, it's not what I'm looking for, but we'll find out in a minute. Well, it wasn't exactly floating. What I could see floating from a distance was a big old beaver's head. He was just sitting out here next to the stick, you know, my stake. And look what he did. I barely could crash the canoe through that reed bed yesterday, and that's what he did with it last night after the catch. When he comes up, I'll get him dispatched, but he's right there. That big dark blob at the bottom, that's a beaver. He looked good size too. That is a big one. Holy cow. Oh, I rolled him over in the boat. I was going to flip him up on the seat for a better picture, and that's just where he fell. That's a big beaver. I don't know how big yet. I'd say in the high 50s. But that back foot. That back foot. Hopefully, trying to find a way you could show it. That back foot is every bit as big as my hand. That thing is massive, big old back foot. But that in there is gonna make a big blanket for sure. I rolled it over in the boat, and like I say, yeah, they wasn't no stopping it. It just flopped in the boat. Whew. I'll get it set, remade. Get down here to look and see where these other places I was going to put some more 330s. And that's a good one. Good color too. We'll see in a few minutes. Found this bank lodge, and I know you probably can't see it very well. There's an 8 stand right there in a run coming out from underneath all them sticks. They do have a feed bed kind of started right here, right next to the lodge entrance, and I've got a 330 set right there anchored off to this metal pole. But I am looking around for these bank dens that I found yesterday. But it was a little later in the day when I come in yesterday, and the lighting was better and you could see the runs. Today I'm having a little trouble. But I'll see what I can find and get them put in. When I come back over here, I set that run a while ago. I got to looking and I found this other. I come back through on the way back to the truck after thinking long and hard. I found another run coming underneath those roots in that vertical bank right there, and I said, why not put a 330 in it too? So I'll see you back at the boat ramp. Well, 4 catches. I only had 8 sets out. I did get 4 more sets put out today. But there's that black raccoon. Good 2-year-old beaver. Good 2-year-old beaver. And a monster. That's a size 13 boot. Next, hold on. It's a size 13 boot next to the tail. A monster. And the back feet are as big as my hand. But I'll get everything loaded up and get out of here. That's not bad. See you tomorrow.